Charles Bukowski was quoted as saying, "I don't like jails. They have the wrong kind of bars in there." This has always been the typical attitudes of jails since the early 50s, 60s, 70s, the 80s, and into the 90s. Jails were always seen as a type of place where criminals were thrown into jail and the keys were thrown away. They're alone, cold, not much to live off of, bare essentials. This is how jails did operate in the earlier times from the 90s and before. Recently, jails have tried to get away from this and implemented a new system known as direct supervision. Direct supervision is where it is an open setting and it's a management style setting. There would be 60 to 80 inmates per 1 to 2 officers in a single housing unit. The officer would be seen as a manager versus an enforcer. This would help the inmates see him as someone who is there to help him versus someone who is there to keep them in or keep them entrapped. Older jails were treated as caged animals. They were simply thrown into a empty cage and nobody would interact with them. Minimal interaction as possible. The newer system known as direct supervision eliminates this animal-like treatment. I am currently a corrections officer in Fayette County. We'll reuse direct supervision within our jail. The inmates look to us for help, advice, and as their managers versus a corrections officer. My inside knowledge is that this is a very successful system. We implement programs to help keep these potential criminals out of our jail system and try to help as many as possible not return to jail. The direct supervision directly plays into this, so we can implement more programs since it's an open floor space versus single cells, single individuals in them. With the open floor space, it allows a lot of human interaction and it allows us to have multiple programs going on at the same time within the unit. My inside knowledge of this is that it's very successful. It is the most successful program I believe a corrections facility can have, and probably the most highest statistics of success. I hope I have given you more insight, more knowledge about direct supervision and how our correction facilities aren't simply tossing them in, throwing away the key. Our main goal is to rehabilitate and prevent criminals from repeating the cycle and returning to jail. Thank you.